In this video, we will learn about mensuration. Two-dimensional or 2D shapes, three-dimensional or 3D shapes. We will also learn about the area, perimeter, volume, curved surface area, lateral surface area and total surface area of different 2D and 3D shapes. Mensuration is a division of mathematics that studies geometric figure calculation and its parameters such as area, surface area, volume, etc. It outlines the principles of calculation and discusses all the essential equations and properties of various geometric shapes and figures. It deals with size, region, and density of different forms, both 2D and 3D. 2D and 3D shapes. A 2D diagram is a shape laid down on a plane by three or more straight lines or a closed segment. Such forms do not have width or height, they have two-dimensional length and breadth. A 3D shape is a structure surrounded by a variety of surfaces or planes. Unlike 2D shapes, these shapes have height or depth, they have three-dimensional length, breadth, and height or depth. Area. The area is called the surface occupied by a defined closed region. Perimeter. The total length of the boundary of a figure is called its perimeter. Volume. The space contained in a three-dimensional closed shape or surface is called volume of the surface. Curved surface area. The area of the only curved surface, ignoring the base and the top, such as a sphere, is called the curved surface area. Lateral surface area. The area of all the sides of a figure excluding the base and the top is called the lateral surface area. Total surface area. The calculation of the total area of all surfaces is called the total surface area. Square. A square is closed figure bounded by four equal sides in length. The area of a square is given by the square of its side. The perimeter is given by 4 times the side of a square. The diagonal of a square is determined by the square root of twice a side. Rectangle. A rectangle is closed figure bounded by 4 sides. The area of a rectangle is given by the product of its length and breadth. The perimeter is given by twice the sum of its length and breadth. The diagonal of a rectangle is determined by the square root of sum of length square and breadth square. Triangle. A triangle is a closed figure bounded by 3 sides. It is divided into 4 different types, that is, scalene triangle, equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle and right-angled triangle. Scalene triangle. A triangle with 3 different sides in length is called scalene triangle. The area of scalene triangle is given by half the product of base and height. The perimeter is given by the sum of all the sides of the triangle. Isosceles triangle. A triangle with any 2 similar sides in length is called isosceles triangle. Its area is given by half the product of base and height. Its perimeter is given by the sum of twice the equal side and base. Equilateral triangle. A triangle with all 3 similar sides in length is called equilateral triangle. Its area is given by the root 3 by 4 times the side square. Its perimeter is given by thrice a side. Right-angled triangle. A triangle in which one angle is a right angle is called a right-angled triangle. Its area is given by half the product of base and height. Its perimeter is given by the sum of base plus perpendicular plus the root of sum of the squares of base and perpendicular. The hypotenuse can be determined by the root of sum of the squares of base and perpendicular. Circle. A circle is a shape consisting of all points in a plane that are at a given distance from a given point. The area of a circle is pi radius square. The circumference is given by twice pi radius. The diameter is given by twice the radius. Cube. A cube is a 3-dimensional solid object bounded by 6 square sides. The volume is given by the cube of a side. The lateral surface area is given by 4 times the side square. The total surface area is given by 6 times the side square. The diagonal length is determined by the root of sum of the squares of length, width and height. Cuboid. A cuboid is a 3-dimensional solid object bounded by 6 rectangular sides. The volume is given by the sum of length, width and height. The lateral surface area is given by twice height times the sum of length and width. The total surface area is given by twice the sum of length height, and height width. The diagonal length is determined by the sum of squares of length, breadth and height. Sphere and hemisphere. A sphere is a geometrical figure in three-dimensional form where the set of points are all at the same distances from a given point. Whereas a hemisphere is the half of a sphere. Volume of sphere is given by 4 by 3 pi radius cube. Surface area of sphere is given by 4 pi radius square. Volume of hemisphere is given by 2 by 3 pi radius cube. Total surface area of hemisphere is given by 3 pi radius square. Cylinder. A cylinder is a three-dimensional solid that holds two parallel bases joined by a curved surface at a fixed distance. Its volume is given by pi radius square times height. The curved surface area is given by twice pi radius height. Total surface area is given by the sum of products of twice pi radius height and twice pi radius square. Cone. A cone is a three-dimensional geometric figure that has a flat surface and a curved surface pointing towards the top. The volume of cone is given by 1 by 3 pi radius square times height. The curved surface area is given by pi radius height. Total surface area is given by pi radius times the sum of length and height. Slant height can be determined by the root of the sum of the squares of height and radius.